Ayan mga kapatid, sa oras na ito ay mayroon na naman tayong panibagong pag-uusapan at mayroon na naman tayong bagong tatalakayin na talagang magugulat kayo ang balitang ito mga kapatid. Pero bago ang lahat, muli nais kong magpasalamat sa inyo sa patuloy na panonood, patuloy na suporta sa aking mga video at kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito mga kapatid ay pwede ka nang mag-subscribe para sa susunod na aking i-upload ay updated po kayo. Ayan mga kapatid, tulad ng sinabi ko kanina ay meron tayong napakagandang pag-uusapan sa oras na ito. Ito ay patungkol sa disqualification cases ni BBM mga kapatid. Alam nyo ba kung ano ang napakagandang balita mga kapatid? Ang disqualification cases ni BBM kapatid ay binasura lahat ng kumilik. At para malaman po natin ang buong detalye at para malaman po natin ang buong balita mga kapatid, panuorin po natin ang bidyong ito.
Hindi pinaboran ng Second Division ng COMELEC ang petisyon para sa kanselasyon ng Certificate of Candidacy ni Presidential Aspirant Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Pakinggan natin ang sinasagawang press conference ng COMELEC.
Under the rules, petition for the cancellation of Okay. So the petition merits summary dismissal. According to the Second Division, the petition the petition filed by Buenafé et al. Actually contained grounds for disqualification. Now, under the rules, a petition for the cancellation of COC based on material misrepresentation can allege no other ground. But in this case, they alleged material misrepresentation as well as alleging grounds for disqualification, which under the rules would have merited summary dismissal. So the Second Division notes that this case could have been dismissed summarily on that ground alone. However, the division decided to forego that particular rule and decided to simply tackle the issues to settle the matter once and for all. Second, the respondent's material representation is not false. The division had opportunity to discuss what the term material representation means, and it defined the term material representation following Supreme Court jurisprudence as something that affects the eligibility of a candidate to run. In this case, the division returned to the decision of the Court of Appeals to determine whether or not a material misrepresentation was actually made. And the division noted the following. First, the CA decision on the tax case of Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Jr. did not contain any disqualification, right? So first, did not contain any disqualification. Second, the Second Division ruled that the National Internal Revenue Code of 1994 did not apply to the case because it would have that would have resulted in a retroactive application since the NIRC of 1994 took effect only 1986. Whereas the cases involved in this case were 82, 83, and 84. So for this reason, when respondent Marcos Jr. Checked the item on the COC saying that he has no disqualifications, that it was not a misrepresentation. The division further found that there was no deliberate attempt to mislead. There was no deliberate attempt to mislead the commission, contrary to the allegations of the respondents. The division likewise noted that failure to file an income tax return is not a crime involving moral turpitude. All right. So those are the main points of the decision of the Second Division. We will make this available to you today. Okay. I do have the printed copy already, but I will make available to you the soft copy as well. So you'll be able to read it immediately. The hard copy, if anyone wants it, please just inform the COMELEC, the EID staff at the press room. Okay. Moving on to other matters. We are now waiting on the final ballot phase. Please stay tuned. We might make that announcement later today. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much. Are there any questions? Okay, no questions? Okay.
Here we have
Mikhail, go ahead.
Hi. Director James, what's the status of the cases pending with the First Division, the 3 consolidated ones?
We're still waiting on those decisions. So no word yet.
Are we expecting a decision to be announced today or not?
I really can't say. I'm waiting for word from Commissioner Guanzon.
Okay, sige sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have another from Miss Melissa.
Hi, sir. Actually, I just also wanted to follow up on the first division, but yeah, address. Sir, yung dun sa ballot phase. So if the ballot phase comes out today, not necessarily naman na printing also right after, no, sir?
Definitely. The ballot phases come out today. After that, we will announce the start of the schedule of printing, because we have to walk through NPO before we start printing. Okay, we have to.
So dapat kasabay siya, sir.
Mauna mo na yung walkthrough, right? And then after that, ballot printing starts. When ballot printing starts, we will not be able to go inside the printing area. We will only be confined to the observation area. So we've insisted that we hold the walkthrough before we actually start ballot run. Okay.
Sir, tas ilang weeks yung expected period ng printing?
We'll have to find out first what the maximum running capacity of the machines are. We will find that out within the day of the start of printing.
All right. Okay? Thank you, sir.
So we will give you the timetables then. Okay. Tina.
Sir, we have Miss Tina po from GMA. Miss Tina, go ahead po.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sir, itong
Morning.
decision... Good morning po. Sir, itong decision po ng division, is this unanimous? And how many days do the petitioners have to appeal?
Itong second division? Ito?
Yes, sir. Cancel COC.
This is unanimous in the result. There is a separate opinion from Commissioner Antonio Co. But in the result, it's unanimous. How many days to appeal? Normally 5 days to appeal.
All right. Sir, and then once the ruling of the en banc comes out, the decision is final as far as the COMELEC is concerned, correct po?
That is correct.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's it from me.
All right.
So we have another from Miss Ina, from Ina of EBS. Miss
Go ahead.
Ina.
Yes, Director, some of the questions were already answered, sir. I just would like to clarify one point, Director. When you say po that the representations made were material but not false, what is the difference there for a layman po, Director, between materiality and falsity?
Oo. Ang issue kasi nung petitioner is that nagkaroon ng false misrepresentation, ano? Nagkaroon, ibig sabihin ng essentially na mislead yung commission into believing na eligible or karapat-dapat na makatakbo yung kandidato, in this case Marcos Jr. So yun yung nature ng sinasabing misrepresentation. Ang sinasabi dito, ang ginawa nitong decision second division is, number one, clarify kung anong ibig sabihin ng material representation. Diba? Kasi maraming laman yung COC eh. Yung COC maraming nilalaman yan. May age dyan, may pangalan, buong pangalan mo, etc. And isa dyan sa mga tanong dyan is question number 22 that says that I have not been I have not been convicted of a crime. Wait, let me read the actual words of that particular item. But basically, what happened was, so nilinaw kung ano ang tinatawag na material representation, and then, once masettle natin kung ano ang definition ng material representation, ang tanong na susunod is, mali ba yung sinabi ng kandidato? No? Ibig sabihin, nagsinungaling ba essentially yung kandidato nung sinabi niya na wala siyang disqualification? So yun yung material na misrepresentation na sinasabi, no? Material means importante kasi nagdi-define siya kung whether or not ikaw ay eligible. And then misrepresentation, totoo ba o hindi yung sinabi mo. So yun. Okay?
Direct, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry, sir. I left the Zoom room. Nawala ako. And I
Okay.
just got back. I apologize, Director.
It's okay.
Just kahit briefly lang one line, Director. I really just got back in, sir. Sorry.
Okay. Oo. When we're talking about the material misrepresentation, ang tinutukoy natin, yung sinabi doon sa COC that he is eligible for the position of president and that he has not been meted the penalty of perpetual disqualification from public office. Basically, yun ang sinabi ng kandidato. Ngayon, yun yung sina-challenge ng petitioner. Sabi ng petitioner, hindi totoo yan kasi hindi ka eligible kasi disqualified ka. So yun yung representation na sinasabi at yun yung false representation na tinutukoy. But in this case, sabi ng division, walang naging false misrepresentation. Kasi, number one, hindi naman talaga disqualified. And number two, dahil hindi talaga disqualified, tama yung sinabi niya doon sa COC na hindi pa siya nadi-disqualify.
Therefore, Director, what the second division is essentially saying, mahalaga po na makita doon mismo sa ruling na in-uphold ng Court of Appeals, doon sa
That's right.
positive portion na talagang perpetual disqualified. It cannot be something that is assumed, but rather something that should be explicitly stated in the ruling, Director?
Absolutely, no? Hindi ka pwede mag-interpret, hindi ka pwede mag-speculate or mag-extrapolate ng penalty na hindi nag-i-exist. In this case, sabi nga ng korte, sabi nga ng division, sabi niya, wala naman tayong karapatan mag-review ng decision ng CA, syempre mas mataas na body yan, pero kailangan natin malaman kung ano exactly ang sinabi ng CA. Kasi yun ang magiging basehan kung talaga nga bang nagkaroon ng material misrepresentation. And ayon doon sa analysis ng sinulat sa dispositive portion ng Court of Appeals, walang nakalagay na disqualification doon. So, walang disqualification.
Director, just to clarify on the consolidated petitions before the first division, sir, has there been a deliberation already? Is there a draft already? Or are we still dun sa proseso that the commissioners have yet to deliberate on it or are still deliberating? Therefore, there is no draft therefore, they will have to vote still on the consolidated petitions.
So, as far as I know, when we say it's been submitted for resolution, you're really just waiting for the final decision to be written. As far as I know, nagkaroon na yan ng consultation, nag-usap na yan sila, and we're just waiting for the decision to be written.
Sir, is it confirmed, Director, that one of the reasons for the delay is because one of the staff of the author, if I'm not mistaken, contracted COVID-19? And how will that affect now the promulgation of the ruling? What is the timeline that we're now looking at if indeed that is confirmed po, Director James?
I cannot speak to the impact of staff having COVID. At this point, all I really know is that there is nothing to promulgate. So I'm waiting for word from the first division, particularly the presiding officer of the first division.
Sir, you're on mute, I think,
their
sir.
original. Wala. I'm okay. I'm not muted. But can you hear me now? Okay na?
Yes, sir.
Ina, can you hear me?
Yes po,
Ina,
sir.
nag-freeze ata. Anyway,
Nag-freeze po.
it's very good. Oo. Can we move on to the next question? Balikan natin si Ina later.
Yes, sir. Sir, for the next question is Ron. Ron, are you still in the Zoom room?
Hi, Director James. Good morning. So,
Morning.
sir, clarify ko lang po yung mga cases natin ngayon. So we have 7 pending cases. Again,
Naglabas na ako niyan ng isang araw Naglabas na ako niyan ng isang araw, Ron.
meron kasi, sir, confusion dun sa kung na-decide na ba yung kay Tiburcio Marcos.
I don't have a copy of that decision yet. As far as I know, it has been settled, but again, I cannot validate that because there's no paper in front of me right now. So we'll have to keep on updating that to find out.
So officially, Director, how many cases have been disqualified?
So far that I have record of, I think this brings it to 2. Kung hindi ako nakakamali, yung kay Danilo Lihay-Lihay, Buena Fe. The others have been consolidated. One was withdrawn. Ilagan was withdrawn. So I think 2 pa lang ang may final decision.
And so how many cases are still pending?
Ayan mga kapatid, maraming salamat sa panonood sa bidyong ito at sana mayroon tayong nakuhang aral o mayroon tayong panibagong nakuhang aral sa bidyong ito. At mga kapatid, kung mayroon kang reaction, kung mayroon kang opinion mga kapatid sa bidyong ito ay pwede kang mag-comment sa comment section. Ayan mga kapatid, maraming salamat.